have to get this one to the valley because I'm throwing it away. So yeah, I hope I'm not falling too often carrying that one. Oh, like this. Yeah. So I'm wearing my MBT shoes, totally new shoes. I have never worn them because I buy house. Because, oh yeah, it's raining. Oh yeah, but I taped the camera, so it shouldn't be a problem. You know? There is tape all around the display, so I cannot really destroy the display this time. So yeah, autumn set in and it's raining again. I love it. Like the rain makes the people stay inside, so I got the world for myself. My movie script, yeah, it's kind of evolving. Oh, I've been fasting again for like 2 or 3 days, and before that I was just eating for a day, and then I was again fasting for 5 days or something. So I nearly collapse walking up this little hill here. Yeah, and I'm carrying this one on the left side so that I'm you know, getting some muscles right there. Yeah, these are MBT, you know. They closed down the shop. So today it's raining. It's maybe not the best shoe to wear for rainy days, but the other shoes I got are for winter, snow, and I sink in. I cannot really bend my foot in there, so I feel much more comfortable in these. Even if I get wet until I come back, I don't mind. Yeah, it's a wonderful weather. All the rain and the mist, and it's really like autumn already. So it's the beginning of September. Usually you could say, oh yeah, mid of September you can run around in a t-shirt. Certain years give you that. So I have stopped feeding the cats because I figured I can save money, and also during winter time, if I need to give the cat something, I'll see. If it's like minus 10 degrees, I can do that, no problem. But I don't want to go feeding a cat and then that cat is barely looking at me. So I go like, well, you seem to get some food somewhere else. And there you probably let yourself be petted and, you know. So I go like, I don't need to be treated mean, even by cats. So that's another lesson I'm learning by those cats. I said in a book of mine that the cats have been my teachers. They are my masters. So they kind of teach me, oh yeah, this and that are the ways that I've been brought up, and yeah, this and that are the ways I react to certain circumstances in life. You know, like when adrenaline gets flowing, I'm not really able to think properly. So that one I know because of the cat. And also, the very last step now I made about my deceased cat. There's so much, I love that cat so much, you know. I learned that what was it? I was laying in bed and I was crying about the cat, and then I went like, yeah, the cat. Oh yeah, the cat had fever because of its paw, and when that one was healed, the cat went down there to some sort of a farmer's, you know, house and all. And could it be that those people that have given me that real small coffee to drink and even might have spit into that coffee beforehand, that are living downhill. Could it be that those people have poisoned the cat? They have seen me with a cat quite a bit, so they knew that I love this cat, and they weren't able to touch my cat. So now I'm thinking, maybe the cat, after, when I came back with the cat and it ran away, it had its injection for the blood poisoning and the fever, so it returned like after 10 days. And then it stayed, and then it was again gone for 4.5 days. So then it developed this tongue, and it couldn't really swallow. So when I was eating those nuts a few days ago, and I had this, that's why I say I'm fasting again, because I can't fast if I don't have any foods at home. So I threw away 500 Swiss francs worth of nuts to the birds outside, because maybe the almonds, they have given me a rash, and I was not able to move my tongue. I could not touch with the tip of my tongue, or anyhow, just with the tongue, I was not able to touch my, the area in front of my upper teeth. It just wasn't possible. My tongue was not movable. I couldn't move it. So I went like, okay, I had some overreaction due to something that I was intaking, one of these nuts that I had. Maybe the cat got poisoned, and that's why it stopped drinking. It wasn't maybe just a virus, the reason from the vet, because, we were at the vet, and a virus needs some time to set in. And so when my cat was gone for like really such a long time, and even the shop owner went like, she's never talked to me, so now I go into the shop and she said, yeah, we've seen the display, you're looking for that cat, right? Have you found it? So she goes like, well, somehow she was congratulating me for feeding the cats, but somehow she was also interrogating me on the whereabouts of that cat. So I go thinking, maybe I was just so blind about all the people, in the village, and they really might have given the cat some chocolate, or because he loved all sorts of eats, and he had a lot of, stupid things from me already. Like, when I had no food, I was like, again, in adrenaline mode. I wanted to provide the cat some food. So I gave it all I had, and I was like, if he eats it, then yeah, that's cat food. And if he's not eating it, well then it's not for a cat, So I ended up giving peas and soy milk. See, that's cat food. And then, like milk isn't, but the coffee cream is, and then cheese sort of is, yogurt is, like that. I was like, it was try and error. So, yeah. Maybe I was just so kind of trusting and not really thinking too much, because now that I have this, woman saying, so I have to go to court because of that I was with my leg hitting her child. I go like, oh, come on. Even the cameras inside the shop prove that I haven't. So the people around here really are that sort of mean. They think, yeah, if the police backs me up, I can, actually put forth these whoops, things saying so. But like in the end it'll be the judge, and that one will have to prove that I'm guilty. It's not that I have to prove that I'm not guilty. See, I mean, that's the legal system. So if he's also in the game with those people around here, just always, you know, who's from here, who stems from here, okay, so you are right. It's not, if that one happens, I'll even go further with that case. But I have to tell you, I revoked that whole thing. So now it depends, you know, upon the secretary of that church and legal system, what she does with it. You know, I told you about the letter I sent her because I was so angry. To me, it doesn't make a difference. When I go to court, I have like whole day and another where I'm really angry. And if I go to prison, it's the same 2 days of sort of, it could be stupid people and stupid things I have to go through. And anyhow, I'm gonna write a book about it, containing like 2 pages, like full of words, sentences, and then 180 pages just empty. And then I'm gonna tell them I wrote the book about them if they wanna read about it. There, you have it. So they need to pay, let's say, 800 Swiss francs to actually read it. Get it? So I'm getting like 500 Swiss francs in return if just one person buys it. And the court system guy, the judge, has got enough money. He's gonna buy it. And then the woman that's accusing me of doing this and that doesn't have the money, so she goes wondering what's in that book, because she cannot know unless she buys it. Again, I have to take care where I'm stepping onto, you know, especially with these shoes. These shoes are these MBT shoes. Yeah, it's always when you plan something mean, then mean things happen to you. But the thing is, I need to take revenge, you know. And it doesn't matter. I'm not hurt and dying. See, I'm gonna, as you see, I'm living. So yeah, so I'll pack the camera because it's really raining and I need like 2 hands to carry this one and to be stable on this ground. Because as you see, when I run, these shoes having this sort of sole, you know, are difficult to, you know, to manage. So bye bye.